Hey everybody, happy Good Friday. On my way to work like usual. You know, I was thinking about something last night. I don't know exactly how I'm going to resolve it, but we'll figure it out. For some reason, I don't feel like I seem so animated on these videos. Like, I feel like I just drone on and on. And I think part of it's because I'm distracted because of the driving, so that's the majority of what I do, is driving. Because I did look at some of my other vlogs when I'm sitting somewhere, or you know, like in the car or in the office or whatever, and it seems like I'm much more animated than I am in the car. And I think it's just because of the driving aspect of it, because the majority of my concentration is on the driving, and I just kind of let my mouth go however it wants to go. But anyway, I'll try to be more animated as much as I possibly can. So last night I got the video card installed. The part I bought worked perfect. So the video card's installed, it's already set up. I have a really crappy monitor on it, but I was able to test it. Everything worked perfect. Didn't have any problems with the power supply, anything like that, which I thought I was going to. And then I loaded the newest drivers for it. And there's a setting in there where when I have these videos, I take these videos and put them on there, and if I'm rendering through any software, it'll actually use a good portion of the processing power of the actual video card to process the video. So it's supposed to end up making things go a lot faster, which I figured it would. And actually the software I have, which is that Sony Studio Platinum 12, it's actually optimized for the ATI and the NVIDIA cards. So I think once I learn how to use it, we'll be alright. But it's just like work. We have software at work. I have no idea how it works. And you know, it's one of those things where it's a learn as we go, and we have multiple versions of the same software, and you know, the software's 20 years old, and I think the newest, probably the newest piece of code was maybe 2009, the newest update. So you know, and it's taken a while. I've been there nearly a year. It'll be a year in May, and I don't even know all that very well. So sometimes it takes me a little bit to learn software. Sometimes I pick it up immediately and just run through it. Tomorrow, God, I feel like the most important person in the world, and you know, I got all this stuff going on tomorrow, and I'm having to cook a brisket for Easter, and God, stop right in the middle of the road, jackass. I'm having to cook this brisket, smoke it in my smoker, which I'll film. I mean, I'll show you guys how I do it. It's really like no big deal whatsoever. I'll film pieces of it and just cut it together. But I have to do that. I got to get my daily vlog filmed for tomorrow. I need to film like 4 or 5 stories if I can get them all done, and then I need to film a couple for Jackhole of the Week. And then I found some free capture software which actually captures the screen, but it also has a piece in there. If I have a mic, I can plug a mic in and do voiceover automatically, and it puts it on the video. So then I wouldn't really have to do anything other than maybe cut pieces out of the video and post it that way. So I do have another channel. I probably won't have a link to the new channel until I get some videos out there, and that was part of my problem with the other two, is that I should have recorded videos and had videos out there and then promoted it, but I didn't. So it is going to be a game channel, and it's funny, I kind of think, well, God, you're doing all of this, you know, just stick with one thing. But really, that's kind of how my life is that there's just not, I don't have like one hobby. I mean, right now it's YouTube, but I don't really see, well, I do see YouTube as a hobby, but it's something that I really, really like doing. And so the more content I can add, maybe the more people I can eventually reach. So I'll be definitely doing some gaming, some online gaming. And so I have to see if this capture software actually captures whatever's on the screen, or if it's just in a browser or whatever. But it's free until I can find, there's a couple that are pay, they're supposed to be really good, but I'm gonna pay $100 for one. I'm gonna go buy a card, find a card that I can use and install it. The one card I found is PCI Express, and unfortunately my motherboard only has one of those slots, and so I'm kind of stuck. The other thing that's the problem is I have a Wi-Fi card. And that system, even though I think it would probably run faster if I was plugged directly in, so that Wi-Fi card might eventually come out, but it's a dual antenna card, so it definitely works probably better than any other card I've ever had in a machine. So, but when I get it to the house, I'm probably going to just plug directly into the AT&T modem and even skip my router. That way I don't really have any problems, because the AT&T the modem has a firewall and a router built into it. I just don't like the wireless on it, and so that's why I have my own wireless router. But anyway, I'll probably plug directly in and then get a video capture card for one of those other, I don't even know what those little slots are. I guess they're PCI X is what somebody had said. I don't know. That's the problem of being in the business that I'm in. I don't get to deal with a whole lot of that, because most of the equipment we replace that we have to add stuff to are servers. Very rarely do we ever add anything to a desktop. So, and I've had this machine for, God, a year now. And we bought it to use to do some stuff, some photo editing and some documentation and stuff like that. And so I really wanted it to do, I was going to do videos for my wife's nonprofit on the side to get donations in. So that's really why I bought the thing. And then that's why I ended up with the flip cams. And so we are going to do that. There's actually a contest, and I got to do a 90-second video, so I got to work on that too. And it kind of seems like YouTube's taken over my life, but I don't mind. I mean, I actually love doing this, so I didn't know how I would feel about it, but it's definitely something I like doing. But I like some of these other vlogs where it seems like they're only taking bits and pieces. You know, an 8.5-minute video seems like there's more content than what I have, because mine's just a continual conscious stream video. So eventually I'll be to the point where I'm recording all throughout the day, and then I just cut it at night, piece it together, and throw an intro and an outro on it and upload it. So, and I'll probably upload it overnight, and it'll be there the next day. So, but anyway, this weekend I'm definitely working on some stuff. No bike vlogs for the time being. I've just got way too much going on. I'd love to do the bike vlog again though, and kind of show you some stuff around town. But I just, you know, the wind gets bad, and then, I mean, I could use the GoPro, but then you wouldn't be able to hear me. I'd have to like voice over, which is a possibility, and that may be what I end up having to do. So who knows? I got to find the time to get on the bike and ride it. So that's the biggest problem right now. Anyway, there's a great video, and I'm gonna try. I was gonna put a link in the description, and I still might. But you guys can just search for it, and I'm probably sure if you're watching this video, you've seen her or heard of Jenna Marbles. But her latest video, you have to go watch. She basically draws her life on a whiteboard. So she tells the story of her family up until this point. And there were some things I knew and some things I didn't know just from watching her other videos and rumors going around. So watch that video. Literally, it's probably the most honest thing I've ever watched on YouTube. I mean, it got me close to tears, because it's like, she really put herself out there for this video, and I was very impressed with it. And she's definitely someone whose videos kind of inspired me to get into this. Like I've said before, her and Prank versus Prank, and then CTFXC. You know, some of the bigger channels, these people watching them early on is really what finally, you know, motivated me to do this. And I've been on YouTube for years, but I never thought that anything that I was doing or saying was important. But I see that it's not necessarily just for entertainment value. These daily vlogs help me get things out and talk, and the radio in Austin's so bad, I gotta do something. It really sucks. Somebody please put in a really decent rock station where I don't have to hear Pink Floyd every hour, because it really just pisses me off. So anyway, going to work. I'm nearly there, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm sure most of you aren't working on Good Friday. If I was religious, I'd be pissed. Not really that type of religious. I don't know, I really don't fall under any notion of religion. I probably identify more with Buddhist than anything else, other than I gotta tell people I really want to be a Buddhist, but giving up my anger and my heavy metal music, just, it's not enough to push me over to being a Buddhist. Sorry. Other than that, I identify with a lot of what they believe. So I was trying to think, I had something else on my mind. See, I forget. I get in the car and I'm tired. Oh crap, I forgot to get some medicine this morning because my knee is killing me. Oh well. Alright, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be probably uploading a how-to video on making brisket. It depends. That we pulled that brisket out of the freezer, and I'm not 100% sure that it's gonna be good. So it's kind of old. I didn't realize how long we've had it, but we've had it a really long time. And so I think I may end up having to buy another one, which I may be screwed on, because it's Easter weekend and brisket's like one of the biggest sellers. So we'll see. If not, I'll go buy one. Probably have to buy one tonight, and then start getting it prepped for tomorrow. And 14 hours later, we'll have a brisket. So we'll see. I'll show you guys. It'll be probably a different video than my daily vlog, since it'll be probably like a whole how-to video. Anyway, you guys have a safe holiday weekend. If you're out of town, you don't get to see my other videos. That's cool. I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys watching the videos. And I know some of these vlogs only get like 1 or 2 views, and that's okay. I totally understand. Really, the story channel is what I'm going to be pushing, and not necessarily the daily vlog. Daily vlog just gives you an insight to who I am on a daily basis. And so really, once I get more stories out there on the story channel, sorry, I picked shit out of my eye. That's really going to be my main focus, is that. I'm still going to do my daily vlog, but really my main channel is going to be the story channel. So anyway, you guys have a great one. I will see you tomorrow.